We're going to be talking about City of Trees IDAHO Pale Ale. Tell us about it, Lee.
Yeah, sure. So this is a IPA that Woodland Empire offers.
Hold on.
It's an IPA, but it's not an Indian. It's not an Indian pale ale. It's an Idaho Pale Ale.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
And
You
what's
had me at Idaho.
Idaho? Yes, here we have Idaho. But on the can, you have basically it's the state of Idaho, and then it says Idaho Pale Ale in the within the state itself. If you look on the back here, here's a description of the IPA, the Idaho Pale Ale. It's a reflection of our hometown, bright, easygoing, and full of character. Pacific Northwest Bravo and Zeus hops impart a smooth bitterness that is balanced by a light malt sweetness. So, and they have a little section here called Geek Speak. So they talk about the different hops.
Yeah,
There's
geek speak.
well, yeah. So let's just talk about that.
You gotta talk like that.
Yeah, yeah.
If the educator were here,
So you got
this would be
Alpaca,
hit right
and
up
then you
his
have
alley.
Bravo, Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, and Zeus. Those are the 6 hops that are found within this excellent beer. Well, I haven't tried it yet.
What's the malt?
Well, let's see. The malt on here, they have
That's
a
important.
Pacific Northwest 2-row and a Pacific Northwest C15 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
We don't brew beer.
It's not 6.
really taste the Pacific Northwest 2-row.
Especially the
No, I
C.
disagree. I disagree. That's the 2 C15 degree.
Yeah. I'm impartial to the C16.
I mean, I appreciate them
Yeah.
listing it on there. I think that's really cool.
For the
Listed
geeks.
on there.
For the geeks. That's why I call it Geek Speak.
Biggest question: does it taste like beer?
I don't know.
We're going to find out here.
Yeah, let me get the rest in the glass.
6.3% alcohol volume, and the IBUs on there is 70. So let's.
Just my first sip, it tastes a little bit higher on the IBUs than 70.
You think so?
Yeah, that's a little.
Oh.
That's a
I'm
good.
not getting-
That's a good amount of bitterness.
Lee's done with his beer.
Holy Lee, what did you think? What were the tasting notes? Did you taste it?
Well, there was a let's see, a B flat and a C sharp.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I mean,
It was so bitter, I had to drink it really fast so I could just get through it.
I mean, I definitely need the hops.
Not a fan of it. Well,
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting a lot of the bitterness from
You don't
the
like
hops.
nope.
Too bitter for you?
Yeah, I like the ones that are a little bit on the sweeter end, a little bit of bitterness. So it's not necessarily that this is a bad beer or anything, because everybody has their individual preference. It's just for me, I don't like really hoppy beers,
Yeah.
and this one to me is extremely hoppy. So when I see the 70 on there, I'm just really surprised.
Part of it is that the bitterness lingers longer than
Oh, it's still there.
it's still there. And yeah, this one lingers, but I'm at the point where if I would have had this even probably 3 months ago, I would have been like, oh, no. But I think overall,
Wait,
this
what
is
was that?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Just like that. But I think overall, for what they have going on in this beer, this is a beer for those that like IPAs.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Could drink on a regular.
Yep, I would agree.
This beer's been around a while. It's one of their staples. It's always on tap at their brewery. You can find it at the grocery stores.
This is a really dry,
Yeah,
hoppy
that's
IPA.
Yeah, that's a good.
I like that.
Well, again, it's all about, I think for this particular beer, personal preference. For me, it's very hoppy, and there are a lot of people out there that this would be a perfect match for them because they like hoppiness. I personally like beers, if there are IPAs, that maybe a little less on the hops and more sweet, kind of a balance. I mean, hop aside, the Idaho Pale Ale, I think is a good quality beer, and if you like that, people, you'll enjoy it. Again, I'm not a hoppy.
Not here.
I would describe it a little different and say that there is a strong bitterness at the end that lingers.
Well, this is City of Trees by Woodland Empire, Idaho Pale Ale. Next, we're going to be talking about Peach Party. So stay tuned. Click the link to listen to us talk about Peach Party and try to keep it together.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say.
Subscribe.
Click the link to subscribe.
We'll see you when we come back with Peach Party.